Hello people, welcome back to another awesome video. Today we've got another episode of Five Nights at Freddy's, because honestly I kind of forgot what I was going to do next today, because the last stream we did was Bendy and the ink machine, and I forgot what we were supposed to do afterwards. So I asked you guys, and Tom suggested Five Nights at Freddy's. So we're gonna, have a few run-ins. We're gonna do a few, I don't know, rounds. I have no idea how many we'll do, but we'll do a couple. I don't know. What my thing I think is interesting is we have 2 stars. I don't know what that means. So for anyone that knows what that means with the stars, let me know. I think it's kind of interesting, because I don't remember seeing this the first time, or the last time I meant, or whatever. You know. I don't remember, honestly. But we kind of beat the game, but at the same time, we didn't really beat the game. So we can, start fresh. We can just do the 5th night. We can do custom night. We can do whatever, really. So I feel like this kind of works out better, so we can kind of customize it differently. And, you guys, I'll leave it to you guys to decide my fate on what night I go through. I'll have you guys decide in the chat what I should go through, like all the different, like, hey, do this type of custom night, or do this, or reset the game, or whatever. Well, I will leave it all up to you guys on what you want to do, and I will, your hands, your fate, my fate is in your hands. That's the word I was looking for. That's right. But yeah, and also feel free to leave whatever you guys would like in the chat. Mage Wolf, TF2, Soldier, whatever you guys want, whatever the case may be. Maybe night 1. I think, well, we could do all 6 nights if we could get through them, But I think we can customize it to where we can do the first night, I think. Unless we do it from New Game Plus, I guess. But I'm curious about the 2 stars, though. That's what I'm wondering about. But I'm wondering, can I actually customize it to where it's the first night? Or no? Or does it really matter? What do you guys think? Well, actually, I guess there isn't really an option to change the different night settings, really. It's just more about, like, the difficulty of them. Like, do we, bring it up to, you know what I mean? See the different settings and all that stuff. Doesn't matter, that's fine. Well, still, whatever you guys would like. Whatever you guys decide is up to you. So I will leave it all up to you guys, what you want to do. We can customize it, we can do whatever. Like, the last night, technically, we did was the 5th night, so unless we start from scratch, then we can do it from the beginning. And everything would just replay it all over, and all that jazz. So you guys make the first. I'm literally gonna let you guys decide which options we do and what you guys want to do. If there's anything specific, let me know. So, and also for the same thing for you, Tom, if there's anything specific you want to do, let me know. You guys are deciding it all today. For any of you that were also in my for any of you, I'm gonna also say before we get started, while you guys decide your little decisions, while you guys are doing that, Tom, Mage Wolf, and whoever else in the league, I tried looking for Epic Mickey on here, and it is 60 bucks. So my wallet said nope, and my brain said but what we can do is, if you guys want, what I could do is after this, if people want to see Epic Mickey during October, then I have the Wii. I have the Wii version. The only thing is that requires a different setup. So if you guys would bear through that, then maybe. And if if Epic Mickey gets a lot of options and a lot of requests, like if a lot of you start to say, yeah, do Epic Mickey next, then we'll do Epic Mickey. And yeah, it might be a different shift in quality, but hey, it's alright as long as you guys, are happy with it. So there's either that, or we can have like whatever else. Like, we still have the options of doing Bendy, doing Security Breach, doing Ghostbusters, or doing Another option, you know, if someone wants to suggest me a different horror game to look at, I will look at it, because there's still other spooky games we can probably look at, as long as they're not $60 or they're not more than $20. Jesus Christ, that is insane still. The fact that Epic Mickey is 60 is insane, but hey, whatever. Bendy and Fnaf will be good. We'll see, you know, whatever gets the most votes today, then we'll do that. But you guys pick how am I gonna suffer today? How am I gonna start off first? Am I gonna start off getting tormented, or am I gonna start off soft? You guys gonna go easy on me, or you guys gonna go hard on me? Also, while you guys do that, I'm gonna do something myself. Oh yeah, and also, I've been seeing a lot of Marvel Rivals stuff come up on my page and other news and things like that, and one of the things that came up was they have like a Marvel Zombie mode that's, I guess, for this month, and I'm like, alright, you know, just putting that out there, you know, just putting that out there for no reason whatsoever, sort of thing. Let's go, okay, so, alright, so let's go 20, 20, 20, and 1. Ooh, okay, sure. Alright, okay, we're gonna do it for the bit. We're doing it for the bit. Okay, so Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. Okay. Alright. Well, this is what we're gonna do. Hold on. Oh, wait, no. No, wait, hold on. Hold on. There it is, okay. Oh, 2. Okay, so it's 2. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna do 20, 20, and 2. Hold on. Let me check something real quick. 1 second. Just give me 1 minute, and then we will start going. I do. I don't remember. But let's not worry about that right now. Let's not worry about that right now. Okay. Alrighty. Alright, let's go. Night 7. Jesus Christ. Alright. What up? I remember how to do this. Come on. There it is. Oh shit, they're already like gone. Damn. Freddy's throwing me off here, so yeah. Oh wow, that's going down. Oof, okay. Where is it? Shit. I gotta remember how to control here for a second. Oh Lord. Okay. Oof. Yeah, he so wants my ribs. He wants to chew my bones. Jesus Christ, Bonnie. Okay. Let's see where's. Oh, Foxy's over there. Okay, cool. My thing is, where's Chica at? Because I'm keeping this closed in case Chica comes out. I don't want to keep using that because, yeah. God, Bonnie's a wretched. He's a menace. Bonnie's a real menace. Yeah, but where's she at? That's the thing, and the only person is me. Yeah, you guys got questions, comments, concerns, any of that stuff, and then feel free to leave it all in the chat. Oh, she's in the kitchen. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, probably. Jesus Christ. Good thing I left both of these closed. I was like, uh-oh. I know usually Foxy comes to this door, but still, like, oh. Yeah, what the hell? Yeah, nothing from Chica. Ah, speaking of the devil, I hate it here. God. Yeah, I know. Oh my God! Yikes! Yikes. Yeah, I know. Alright, let's try now. I could probably keep this one open. Actually, no. Damn it. X is closing the doors. This is my flashlight. Damn it. Okay. Oh, I hear him. I don't like that. I don't like that. I hear what's his name. I hear Freddy. Yeah, I know. Wait. Oh, I hear Freddy. That's so eerie. Oh. Hold up. Damn. Just when I was about to open that door too, which is crazy to me. Oh. Come from the right, and Chica and Bonnie come from the... Bonnie comes from the... Yeah, what? Hold on. What? But Bonnie's over here on the left, and Chica comes on the right often. And I've seen Foxy come over here on the left. I have no idea about Freddy. He's always on the left. Yeah. Jesus. Every time I'm about to open that door up, like, seriously. Oh, Jesus Christ! Ah! Damn it. God. Oh, damn it. Okay. That was fair. Fair but not square. Okay. You know what? They don't have to all be winners. They all don't have to be winners. That's crazy, though. Yeah, you guys roll the dice, and then I'll pay the price. So, I'm not kidding when I say that. I'm actually all fine with that. My only thing is I wish I can change the volume on this, but you can't. Wait, hold on. Oh, subtitles, written dialogue. Okay, never mind. Yeah, but what written dialogue is there really besides, you know, phone guy saying, "Oh, hello." Let's go on Friday night. Yeah, he definitely ate my ribs, but you guys pick the next one. Should we stick with that, or should we change it up? You guys keep it going, keep the ball rolling. Tell me what's up. Let me know. Also, I'm gonna see what we can possibly get going these next 2 weeks, since, you know, like, we're now counting down to Halloween a little bit, and I'm hoping that now I can kind of, hopefully start getting videos going again. But whatchamacallit. Today will be streams. Friday morning there'll be a stream. Saturday morning there'll be a stream. Tuesday, Thursday, and that will be it for streams in terms of Halloween streams or October streams. And then once November hits, we'll do stuff like Ace Attorney again. Maybe we'll do some Dreamlight Valley again. We'll do Security Breach and all that other stuff, and whatever else we'll get back in a swing of things. And we still need to figure out what our next replacement is going to be, because we have Security Breach as our series, our main series. We also have Dreamlight Valley as a main series, and we have Ace Attorney as a main series. We have now that Spider-Man's done, technically speaking. Spider-Man is officially finished, so we have now all sorts of things. We have what is it? We got Midnight Suns. We have Midnight Suns, Fallen Order, Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. We have Lego DC Supervillains. We have Digimon. We have a bunch of games we can do for sure. We should try Undertale. Maybe this month, maybe, or even next month. We'll see what happens. But okay, so 15, 15, 1. Jesus. Okay, that's fine. 15. So, I'm trying to think what else. Before we jump back into it, let me think. There's still Jedi Fallen Order, Dream Drop Distance, Kingdom Hearts 3. We have Battle for the Grid. We have The Enemy Within, so the second season of Batman. Lego DC Supervillains. We have Digimon. We have... What else do I have without having to go to my PlayStation store? Not my PlayStation store. Actually, can I leave for a second? Hold on. Let me make sure that I can leave without, you know, the stream going off. Hold on. I want to check. Hold on. Okay, I'm still on the air. I'll make sure I'm still on the air. Can I go to my library? Okay, I can still go to my library. Cool. Okay, so this is actually a lot better. So we have The Enemy Within, so Batman, The Enemy Within. We have Digimon. We have, I guess, Fighters, even though maybe. I don't know. I don't know if that's really a series, but I don't know. The story, for whatever reason, the story mode really does not show the cutscenes. Because I remember we did an episode of Fighters, and I was like, what's going on? And then all of a sudden I look at my stream, and I'm like, oh, I was like, I didn't know that Fighters, like the cutscenes, you can't see what's going on. I'm like, oh, that's weird. Anyways, let's see, God of War, got Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, Lego DC Supervillains, Midnight Suns, got Shadow of Mordor. We could do Shadow of War. That's up to you guys, but then again, we have started a little bit of things in there. Battle for the Grid, I think we did some Sonic Forces, I don't remember. There's Fallen Order, there's South Park Fractured Butthole, and I think that's all of them. But in games in total I have, besides the ones we've completed, I have The Enemy Within, I have Bendy. We could make Bendy a reoccurring series and finish it, maybe, I don't know. I got Call of Duty, Broforce, Brawlhalla, Dead or Alive, I got Deer Simulator, Dreamlight Valley, Digimon, Speedstorm. That's not really a series, but I'm just listing the games that I have that we could still use. There's Detroit Become Human that I forgot what I have, but I finished it technically. Fighters, Xenoverse, Fnaf, Fight and Rage, Fall Guys, Cutie Breach, Genshin Impact, Ghostbusters, Injustice 2, even though the story is finished, but you know, versus God of War, JoJo's Bizarre. I have technically Kingdom Hearts 3, it's just not downloaded on here. Dream Drop Distance, Lego DC Supervillains, Lego Marvel 2, but that's, the story is already finished, so. Midnight Suns. I have another Marvel game that we could do, but I don't know if it'd be like a series, but we could have some fun with it. Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War, Ace Attorney, Multiverses, Battle for the Grid, Sonic Forces, Fractured Butthole, Fallen Order, Shredder's Revenge, and then Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom. So games we could stream, whether they're series or not series. You know what I mean? Like some we'll just do for fun episodes, and some we'll do for actual series. Now let's get back to our regular scheduled programming. See, I don't. Hold on. Let's see. I don't play freaking Sonic Forces. It sucks. I kind of like Sonic Forces. Like the only thing that I ran into the last time I played it was the fact of what did I do? I like Sonic Forces because it has the customizable character option. Let me think. Give me a second here. The thing that I ran into when I last played it was doing the same levels over and over, and I'm thinking to myself, is there ever gonna be a new mission or a new level? Jesus. Hey, Chica. I'm gonna wait for her to leave. I hear footsteps, so I'm gonna wait for them to go. So, I don't know. I mean, some people might like it. I think it's not the best Sonic game, but I enjoyed it. Jesus. Anyways. Let's see, I was an hour ago, but dozed off while watching. That's fine. Well, let's just say that it's a game that rivals other fighting games or other Marvel games, let's just say, and leave it at that. Let's see, end boss is hard as heck. Okay, open the door here. I heard something, I don't know what that. Okay, I heard Bonnie, I think. Well, we faced Infinite once. I remember facing Infinite. I think it was on screen or off screen. Either way, I remember facing Infinite at some point. And, let me think here. I don't know. I just remember doing the same missions over and over. So I don't know if it gave me anything new. That's the thing. But it is miles better than it is miles better than 06. Yeah. Like Injustice 2? Not really, but kinda. I don't know. Actually, speaking of Injustice 2, not speaking of Injustice per se in particular, but speaking of DC, so I saw those, I don't know how true this is, but I thought this was such an interesting like post that someone shared that I saw, was that for James Gunn's new cinematic universe with the DC cinematic universe, he is not going to make Darkseid the main villain yet. He's not going to be the big bad yet. You know, emphasis on yet. But I feel like if we are going to have like this cinematic universe be in phases, maybe I could see happening is oh, gotcha, bitch. I know I'm gonna lose power, but whoa. Anyways, so if this is all gonna be in phases like the MCU, where it's like phase 1, phase 2, etc., then I think the first phase, maybe the first big bad for the Justice League when we get to the Justice League, probably isn't gonna be Darkseid, which is a smart move because one, we want to build up Darkseid just like how we want to build up Thanos, like just how we did with Thanos. And then the second thing is that because James Gunn said something like, we just had Darkseid with Zack Snyder's Justice League and that was so perfect, and I don't want to do Darkseid just yet, like Zack did his just a few years ago, so respectful. But, you know, it does leave the door open for a lot of other villains to maybe be the big bad for the Justice League. Like, we could have perhaps potentially, say, someone like Mongol, maybe Brainiac could come back, like, since he is going to be featured in Man of Tomorrow, and I know I'm going to die. It's fine. I know. It's okay, guys. I'm going to be real. I am not going to act like I'm a pro gamer with this game, so it's fine. I know that I'm not gonna do great. Alright, that's fine. Have fun with your cat and good luck with the food. I'm trying to think. Give me a second here. I'm waiting for Freddy to appear. I think it's so strange. I always thought that he would appear from that corner, but I never knew he came from the right side. That's crazy. That's interesting to me, because that was the first time I actually ever got jump scared by Freddy, not counting these times. I never see him on the right side. I've always seen him on the left. That's why I was like, what are you talking about? You know? So, yeah. There he is. Although, am I crazy? The last time we basically got jump scared by Freddy, he looked a little bit golden. So was Golden Freddy here too? I forgot. I think he is, or she is? I don't know. But, what's up, Jared? So, I'm gonna be real here, I don't know if I remember. But hey, I'm glad to see you here. Welcome. You know, feel free to leave whatever you like. And hey, we're playing Five Nights at Freddy's. Leave whatever you want. Basically, your fate, my fate's in your hands. So if you want me to like just go through a specific custom night, by all means, pick it, and I will, you know, either win it or suffer. Which that might be the game here. It's just me suffering through it all, which is fine. But, yeah, feel free to leave that if you'd like. I appreciate it very much. I am doing pretty fine today so far this morning, so can't complain, honestly. I was about to get the Parallax, Tom, because Parallax would be a good one, honestly. There's Mongol that could be like the next one. We could have Brainiac, since he's going to be in the next Superman movie called Man of Tomorrow, or Super Man of Tomorrow? Is it Man of Tomorrow? Let me actually make sure and not make assumptions. Is it gonna be Man of Tomorrow? Because that'd be great if it actually winds up being called Man of Tomorrow. Because for ages we've been wanting, you know, Man of Tomorrow to be the next Superman title or Superman sequel or whatever, right? Yeah, Man of Tomorrow. Okay, I was right. So we are doing that because Superman and Lex Luthor are teaming up for the next Superman movie, of course, and then there's Supergirl, and then the two of them are going to go up against Brainiac, because Man of Tomorrow has to do with Brainiac, and we were supposed to, I remember, for so long, when people wanted, you know, Man of Steel 2 to happen, Brainiac would have been the nice sequel villain to go with, would have been a great sequel villain to go with. But yeah, you guys decide what should I go through next? How should I suffer? Should I just do a 6th one? Should I just do the 5th night? Should I do a custom night? And does anyone know about the stars? Because I think it's interesting that we have 2 stars, unless that means achievements, then by all means. But yeah, we could have Brainiac come back, you know, like maybe he's not killed in Man of Tomorrow, and Brainiac's like, I will return, and then he decides to leave, and then come back in like the first Justice League movie, kind of like Loki a little bit, where Loki was obviously in the first Thor film, and then he came back as the main threat for the Avengers. You can do that with Brainiac. I mean, it would be kind of interesting. I think it'd be interesting. Oh, 2013, 12, 3. Ooh, okay, sure. All right, whatever. Alright. I mean, sure. Okay, so 20, my god, Freddy is the one that, whoa, okay. So 20, 13, 12, and 3. Man, you guys are really going easy. Actually, let me not say anything. So, let me not say anything. My favorite games are Sonic Frontiers, Sonic X Shadow Generation, good for you, man. Good for you, honestly. Yeah. Right. But welcome to the stream, Colonia? Yeah. Yeah. You guys get to decide how the next hour will be of me going through Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. But give me a sec here. I want to think for a minute before I get myself all in the zone. Even though I can multitask. So actually, let's do that. So yeah, you could do that with Brainiac. So, all 20? I don't know. I mean, we could try that, but sure. Trying to think here. Mongol would be one. Brainiac could be one. Oh. No, I didn't say that. I didn't say such a thing. Oh, crap. I want to check this door. Okay. Whatchamacallit? There is... How about Fnaf 2 all 20? I don't have Five Nights at Freddy's 2 yet. I would download it maybe, but I haven't had a minute to do so. So maybe one day. I mean, the first couple of games are actually pretty cheap, because the second game, the third game, I think 4 Sister Location, and I think maybe Ultimate Custom Night are really cheap, like $4.99, $3.99. $5.99, so maybe, but I don't want to like spend all my money on it. So I might save those for another time. So maybe we'll save those for another time. Like I'll get to them day by day, maybe. Let me think here a sec. Actually, Chica's in the kitchen, so I should be fine over here. Although I don't trust Freddy. I have Security Breach. I have a playlist for Security Breach. We're at, what's the next one? 13 would be the next episode. The last thing we did was we finally demolished Monty. So, just putting that out there. So I think we're getting there, so we'll see. Am I excited for the sequel? Absolutely, I'm excited for the sequel. That's in like in 2 months, man. I don't think it will happen, but I would kill if my fiance and I would go see it on opening day, or at least the weekend of, but hey, we'll see what happens, but definitely we'll be in those seats for sure, one way or another. It'd be funny, you know, hey, you know, the holiday season, horror, you know, but hey, I'm down for it, fuck it. I don't know if I would have my review for it on December, because December is all Christmas and holidays and, you know, the holiday feels and everything. Unless Five Nights at Freddy's 2 has like a Christmas setting where it's like there's snow, but I don't think there's snow. Although that would be kind of cool, you know, oh, Jesus. But let me think here. With, so, I keep forgetting. Mongol, Brainiac would be possible as choices. If we want to build up to Darkseid, we don't have to have Steppenwolf again, but maybe we could have Calabac. We could have his son. We could have Calabac. We could have Calabac and Orion. Like all of a sudden Calabac and Orion show up to invade Earth with the parademons, and Orion, what the fuck are you doing? Earth is such a peaceful planet, and Darkseid's like, no, it must suffer, or I must find the anti-life equation. And Orion's like, I don't like your methods here, you know, maybe kind of goes behind him. And then now you have Orion that has joined the Justice League, or helped aid the Justice League, and then Calabac is now the threat we have to face. So that way it's not Steppenwolf again, because I feel like Steppenwolf people might not like from the last Justice League movie, so anyways. Yeah, I'm terrible at this. That's okay, guys. It's okay. You guys can admit it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're all fine here now. So Calabac, not Steppenwolf, Calabac, Mongol, Brainiac. We could have Parallax. Yeah, I'd 100% want Parallax because I think that'd be super cool. I don't think we should have, I don't think it should be Hal Jordan as Parallax yet because, I think it should be just Parallax, like the entity Parallax, not Hal Jordan, because I feel like Hal Jordan becoming Parallax would be too soon, in my opinion. That's just me, because I feel like we're gonna get the Green Lantern series next year, like that's around the corner, and to then, let's say by 2029, maybe 2030. By like 2029 or 2030, we get a Justice League film, and it's Parallax and Hal Jordan. we get Parallax and Hal Jordan Parallax as the main villain. I feel like that's jumping the gun too much a little bit there. That's jumping the shark a bit too far. Maybe by like Justice League 4, maybe 3, something like that, where Hal becomes Parallax because we spend time with Hal Jordan, we do all that jazz, and then finally he becomes the villain because Parallax corrupts him with all that power. So I think that would be, you know, later on, but Parallax the entity, 100%. If we're gonna go down the Green Lantern route, because that's what it seems like that'd be a kind of cool thing to do, is go down the Green Lanterns, you know, them being the guardians of the universe and them being protectors of Earth and Oa, and then we have Guy Gardner already in the cinematic universe. We're gonna have, of course, Hal Jordan and John Stewart next year in their Lantern series. I think it'd be great to, you know, build up to Lantern villains like Parallax, and not even just Parallax. I think it'd be interesting to have someone like Sinestro be a villain. Sinestro would be kind of cool. I partially closed my laptop. That's fine. That's fair. What's next, guys? What are we going for next? Cyborg Superman would be interesting. I wouldn't mind. Well, I wouldn't mind if he's not the main. Like, I don't think he should be the big bad for the first Justice League movie, but I think it'd be kind of cool to tease Deathstroke, since supposedly there's rumors of a Deathstroke and Bane movie, or there's some sort of project with Deathstroke and Bane involved, apparently, which I think is interesting to me, in my opinion, because it was like, hey, we have a Deathstroke and Bane film. It's such a weird pairing, but then all of a sudden they're including another one they included, and I'm thinking to myself, is this gonna be like Task Force X, or is this gonna be like the Suicide Squad here? Like, what's happening here? Like, is this gonna be the Suicide Squad 2.0? Maybe Cyborg Superman, I don't know. I don't feel like he's that big of a threat. I don't know. I feel like Superman can kind of take him down, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe maybe not like the first Justice League movie, but maybe like after a sequel or two, you can have the Injustice Syndicate, you know, Owlman, Superwoman, Ultraman, Atomica, Johnny Quick, those guys, Grid, stuff like that. Maybe who else would be a Justice League villain? Maybe Doomsday. I wouldn't have the death of Superman happen, but you could have Doomsday. I don't know, just putting that out there. There's probably other villains. Oh! Ooh! I remember one. I remembered another one I wanted to mention. The Anti-Monitor would be an interesting villain to have as your first threat. I think that's a little too much, and that might be a lot to take on, but I think it'd be kind of cool to have Anti-Monitor, and then you have him, I think, at some point come back, or maybe if you want to later on, tease the Darkseid War, because Anti-Monitor and Darkseid do come at each other and, you know, cut throats and everything. There's no such thing as 50, my guy. So, nice try. I'm only gonna keep him at 0. Just for that, Mage, I'm keeping him at 0. I see you, Mage. I see you. There's no such thing as 50. You've made your choice. Now you get to roll in it. So 20, 14, 17, and there's gonna be no Foxy at all because there is no 50 at all. So nice try. That's what you get. You're not late at all, Breaking Beast. You're perfectly fine. You get to decide how I'm going to survive the next nights or the next couple like hour or so. Now you've lost Foxy privilege, so thank Mage Wolf for losing Foxy privilege. Actually, you guys lose Freddy privilege too, just for that. Now I'm gonna throw my own little 2 cents in there just because. So, and also welcome back to TF Soldier. Speaking of movies, yeah, I'm excited for. Don't worry, Clona, I see you, or Clonia. I can never say this character's name. Either this is the character's name, or this is your profile's name, and I'm so sorry. But yeah, I'm excited for Sonic 4. I just hope that, you know, we get Metal Sonic, we get maybe Silver, you bring back Shadow, and then that's great. And then I'm set. I'm fine with that. That's repetitive. That's repetitive. Greetings. Oh, me being repetitive? I mean, this should be easy. Actually, you know what? This should be somewhat easy, maybe. Actually, you know what? Let me not say anything. Not gonna lie, Fox is kind of the worst. Oh, well, when it comes, well, Oh, the chats. Yeah, it's fine. Let me keep this one. Actually, no, let me open this one. I don't know if Foxy's the worst. I love Foxy. Like, I know he's, like, not the, like, he's, like, the wild card in this game, so he always will come at you unexpectedly. But I love Foxy. Like, I think he's the best one out of the 4, if I'm being honest. I'm being honest. I'm being honest here. I'm just being honest. Like, that might be an overrated statement, but Foxy is, I think, the best one out of everybody. Like, I know we all love Freddy, but, like, I think it'd be Foxy for me. Foxy, then Freddy. 100%. But yeah, I'm excited for the 4th, I'm excited for the 4th Sonic movie. That's so. Again, I will say it again. Just give me Metal Sonic, give me Silver, bring back Shadow, and I'm fine. And I'd be okay with that, honestly. I know you can have Amy. I'd be fine with Amy. I have no beef or qualms or quarrels with Amy, so you can have Amy in there. Throw in whoever else you want, and that's fine. And then, I don't know, I have no idea. I think it'd be interesting if you have Metal Sonic as the main villain, and rather, than just Robotnik again. And don't get me wrong, I like Jim Carrey a lot. Don't get me wrong. I love Jim Carrey so much. He is one of my favorite actors of all time. You can quote me on it. He 100% is. I may not have been a 90s kid, but I grew up with a lot of his films, or at least watching some of his older movies, at least like the classics. So, like, I love Carrey. Oh my god, Chica's a menace. But anywho, the point I'm getting at is that I like Carrey, and I just think it's funny that, you know, the first, like, what was it, the first Sonic movie, he was gonna be Robotnik. He would come back for the sequel, but he said he would retire. And then when the 3rd movie came out, he's obviously now in the film, and he said that this would be his last movie. And then now there's all the talks about him doing the Jetsons movie, the live-action Jetsons. And I think it's funny because it's like, hey, he's gone from saying, I'm retired, to, you know what, I want some more money. Which I kind of don't blame Jim for, but at the same time, it's like, you know. But anyways. Fuck! Ooh, scared me. Bonnie, god damn it. But him doing the Jetsons is kind of interesting to me, and I know for a fact that knowing Jim Carrey and knowing Paramount, they'll probably want him to come back as Robotnik, but I would really, nothing against his Robotnik, and we can agree to disagree, but nothing against his Robotnik, but I want Metal Sonic to be more of the focus. Like, you can have maybe Carrey in the beginning of the movie where he's like, yes, my creation, you're now risen, and now go, Metal Sonic. And then that's it. That's like 10 minutes maybe of screen time for Carrey, and then Metal Sonic's the main antagonist. He, like, do full-on Terminator style, where he travels to wherever, and then boom, Metal Sonic shows up, and then it's, you know, an army, a fleet, whatever. Maybe it's one Metal Sonic that's imperishable, whatever it is. Where you have a challenge for Sonic and his friends to you know, whatever. It's just 10 minutes. It's just 10 minutes, 5 minutes max of him just on screen, and then that's it. So I would say that's the idea, at least. Yeah, it's fine. It's okay, guys. You know what? I think the next one, the actual next one, I will try my best. I'll actually try. I'll actually try. Even though I am trying, but I actually will try. But yeah, literally, it's just like, that's all I'm asking for is Metal to be the main villain. Metal to be the main villain. Silver to be a part of the fourth movie. The return of Shadow. And you can and everything else is fine. That's it. That's all I ask, is just those three things. So that's all I ask. That's all I ask. That's it. That's it. That's all. Yeah, don't worry. I think the next one I'll actually, you know, zone in and focus in, or lock in, as everyone says. But anyways, but yeah, I'm excited for the fourth movie. I meant to say that. Anyways, I want to go through everybody else. You guys, you know, make my millennium. Let's see, so. Can't wait for this next Sonic movie. Yeah. Seen 3 so many times, damn. Good on you. But yeah, everyone feel free to leave whatever you'd like in the chat as always. I appreciate it, all of you, honestly, I appreciate it. I know it's just 8 of you, but I'm actually happy for all of you guys. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything if you asked me anything, guys. Yeah, I'm actually glad that a lot of, like, younger people kind of find, you know, and discover older movies. It's cool because, you know, it's just older movies like the original Star Wars trilogy, or, yeah, like Back to the Future, or Jaws, or E.T., or Indiana Jones, or 1989's Batman, or Schindler's List, Goodfellas, Pulp Fiction, all these movies that exist that are like in a vault that you can just find and just go through and just find it, you know. I encourage that. I'm very, and it makes me proud that a lot of younger people that are younger than me know so much film knowledge as much as me, if not a little bit close to it, if not even more, because it's like, wow, you know, these day and age, you know, this day and age isn't lost hope, you know. And I'm not saying that, I don't mean anything towards anyone, but I'm just saying, like, you know, it makes me go, like, yeah, like, don't underestimate younger, like, the younger generation. I wouldn't underestimate them, because, you know, there's so much that you guys can do, and there's very much a lot of potential that there is with the younger generation. both like in terms of like creativity and also inspiration, also knowledge, also the other stuff. Like I'm surprised by some of the things that people say to me that they know in terms of like history and other things, and I'm like I don't even know that, and I'm like impressed, you know. But then again, whatever the case is, still. Anywho. About Sonic the Hedgehog. Do I know about Sonic the Hedgehog Dark Dia infection? Not that I know of. Yeah, well, I'm glad that people know, or at least looking up, like, what are these things, you know? And it's not just through, you know, certain social medias. Darkwing Duck's definitely a good one. We shouldn't have said anything about history. Oh, that's fine. No, that's okay. Like, I know some people that are really big into history, and I'm like, you know, good for you. But yeah, what are we picking, guys? You guys decide. Well, I have no idea how many we'll do of these, to be quite frank. We'll see how long this goes. We'll see how long this goes and how many likes this goes to, and then we'll keep going further and further and further and further and further. Yeah, it's definitely, like, I will admit, it's as much as outside of, like, even as much as I say sometimes inside and outside these clothes, like, sometimes, let me rephrase this here. As much as I sometimes say things by open doors and behind closed doors when it comes to this, when it comes to just everything in general, whenever I talk about this, as much as I say, like, sometimes I'm, you know, worried for, you know, the new generation, and sometimes there's things I don't like that the new generation does, or younger generations are learning so soon at a certain age, but, despite that, there is still there's still greatness for everyone to, you know, make things, you know, at least, maybe not maybe not harmonious, but, you know, there's a little shimmer, there's a little shine, a little glimmer in there, so. Just language. Dude, you and me both. But you guys pick the next thing. Actually, you know, I'm keeping Freddy out, and you know, here's what I'll do. I'll be fair. So I am getting rid of Freddy, but I'll let you guys pick Foxy if you want. So we'll do that. I think that'd be fair. It's fair, but not square. The squares are boring. But yeah, no. Actually, I want to try. Hold on, guys. I want to try something real quick. I just want to try something. I want to see something real quick, and then I'll get to your guys' picks. Don't worry. 0, 0, 0. Actually, that would be funny. I want to see what 0, 0 does. What does that do? Now I'm curious. But let's do. Yeah, let's just do Foxy. I'm curious what happens with just Foxy. You don't worry, Breaking Beast. You can pick next time, I promise. Actually, hold on. You can pick the... Hold on, let me think. I want to do two after. I want to do two after this. Two after this, and then you pick. I promise. I promise. But yeah, I'm gonna try this, and I want to try something else, and then I'll try your suggestion. Breaking Beast. Don't worry. 193. Ooh. Okay. Okay, we'll definitely do one. So I will save that one. I just want to see how this one goes. I want to see what happens. I can just leave these open, actually, which is funny. Wait, is he already out? Okay, no, not yet. This might, I might have. I just want to see. I just want to see what happens. That's all. Seen him come on the right. I'm on the left here, so. Well, hopefully everything goes okay for you there, TF2. Oh, I hear him. Oh, I hear him. Where you at, buddy? Where you at? Alright, well, have fun and enjoy your food there, Breaking Beast. Actually, hold on. Leave that open. Not peeking out yet, so. Ooh, I heard that. There's not an animation of him kind of like peeking out through the curtain, but I know like his head just sits there and stares sometimes. Well, I don't know. I know it's this door he always comes through. I'm certain of. Very, very certain of. That I know for sure. not hunting very well, but I am hunting a fox. Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy. Anyways, keep that open, so that way I'm not using too much of this camera. Yeah, I'll leave this open. It's okay. It's okay. As long as it doesn't get any ideas. See you. Stay there. Stay there. You're not gonna die anyways, but stay there. Welcome, Hammersmith. Feel free to leave whatever you like in the chat, and also feel free to leave, whatchamacallit. If you have any, like, basically, my fate's in your hands, so this is where I'll be suffering, because, actually, you know what? This is fine. This is fine, because the last episode, I was like, yeah, I did everything with ease, and I kind of, like, breezed my way through it. Now you guys get to see all the jump scares, and get to see me just take L for that. Oh, I was like, there's no Freddy? I'm like, that's weird. But thank you so much for stopping by, TF2. I appreciate it, and you have a good rest of your night. Just here in the morning we have. That's crazy. What is sleep? I think we'll do like maybe 2 more. Yeah, maybe 2 more, guys. Maybe we'll do that. We'll do 2 more, maybe. Oh wait, no, no, not 2 more. I want to do. Let's do 4 more. Well, hold on. We'll figure that out. We'll figure out how many more we'll do. We'll figure that out. I actually do want to see something. What happens if I do this? And then, don't worry, Breaking Beast. I will try after this. I want to see. So it's 1, and it's 1. Hold on, it's 1. It was 1 9 0. No, not 0. It was 8 3, right? 8 3, 8, and then 3, right? Let me just see what happens with this. I'm just curious what happens. Like, I know it's not gonna do anything, but is there like an achievement to it? If it's just all zeros or what? I'm curious. After this, I promise, I'll do your 1983. I promise. What happens? Like, I'm curious. You know what? I'm gonna leave all the doors down. I'm not even gonna touch anything. I'm just gonna see what happens. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm literally just gonna sit here and see if that does anything. Like, I kid you not. I'm gonna see what happens. I'm not gonna do a single thing. I wanna see what happens. If it does anything or not. Like, does it actually still... Does that mean that the animatronics are gonna still come out and try and come after me? Or does that mean, like... I don't know what that means. So, I am literally gonna do nothing. And we'll see what happens. That would be funny if I'm all alone, but I still hear the whispers and I still hear the animatronics and everything. I'll literally just keep doing this. Okay, well, the thing is, I'm working tomorrow, so there will be no streams tomorrow. The next stream will be Friday morning, so yeah, you're fine. 5, do you mean like Poppy Playtime? Because I haven't seen any footage or anything for Poppy Playtime, honestly. I've not seen anything for Chapter 5 for Poppy Playtime. I've heard people talking about like, oh, we're getting ready for Chapter 5, and we're working on it, and things like that, and get hyped and get excited, but nothing like trailer, no new characters, nothing yet. The only thing we know is what happens after Chapter 4, which was literally, like, Huggy's back. It's like, damn. Like, it's such a good moment. I still love Chapter 3, because I think that's the best one from what I've seen gameplay-wise and story-wise. 4, I think, would be, like, I don't know. I like 4, but at the same time, there's things I don't like with 4 that I've seen gameplay-wise. However, I love the ending. I love the ending of Chapter 4 so much. It's so cool. I love it. Like, it's just so cool. I don't know, like, that, hearing that, that siren, and then all of a sudden you have, not the narrator, but like the announcer all of a sudden saying, well, we now have found you. Now security's coming after you, and it's on site, basically. And, like, bro, and you hear that, you hear that siren, like, from the first game, and I'm like, dude. And then Huggy, and I'm like, dude, like, this is gonna be a wild ride. Well, we don't know what happened, but he's back, which is crazy. But then again, my assumption is that it's the first Huggy that we first encountered in the first chapter, or there are multiple Huggies, because we have seen multiple, you know, other toys, like other big body initiatives and big body, like, I guess, security, if you will. Because during the Hour of Joy, there was at least maybe 2 Huggies, maybe. And then there was, like, even if you look through the factory, you look through Playtime Co., there is multiple Bronze, because there's the Brontosaurus, and then all the different smiling critters. So certain smiling critters are those kids, but some of those smiling critters are just, you know, other kids. Yeah, but no, the ending is Chapter 4 with Huggy, and then this, you know, I think Chapter 5 is gonna be us running from Huggy. I think it should start off that way. It'd be awesome to all of a sudden, like, that's how you start off. Like, I think it'd be so different to change it up, change the pace, because literally, quite literally, we've had a lot of chase sequences in all these games. I think it'd be great if we begin the chase sequence rather than end the chase sequence. You know what I'm saying? Because we've always ended each chapter with a chase sequence one way or another. Chapter 1 was Huggy, Chapter 2 was Mommy Longlegs, Chapter 3 wasn't really a chase sequence towards the end, but it was a different boss fight with Catnap, but we did have a chase sequence with Miss Delight, and the 4th one literally ended with Doey. So I think it'd be cool if we actually change it up and decide, hey, let's do a different boss fight. So we'll have the chase sequence in the beginning of Chapter 5, and we end Chapter 5 with, like, a different sequence of, like, numbers or puzzles or whatever it is. Oh, I saw somebody, never mind. Most of Mob Entertainment, most of the creativity team was left even. Damn, I didn't know that. Huh. I just think it's such, like, don't get me wrong, Chapter 4 is cool, but there are some things I think they missed the mark on. I think, you know, having another chase sequence was kind of like, okay, I guess, you know, I get it, but I guess. I feel like they really, I feel like they really hyped up the Nightmare Critters with the merchandise and with the marketing and commercials and videos they put out on their channel, and yet the Nightmare Critters really don't do anything in this game. they don't do anything in chapter 4. Like, I'm thinking to myself, like, oh, Baba Chops. Like, okay, we're told of this character for a specific reason. What is that specific reason? You know, what is that reasoning? Like, is she gonna have significance to the story? And it's just like, nope. She's just kind of thrown in as another chase sequence or another objective where you gotta run from and hide from and then escape. And I'm like, okay. And then her design, cute, but it's literally just a giant nightmare critter. I thought to myself, you guys could have done better than this. I mean, I'm not expecting, you know, giant catnap like a giant Baba Chops like catnap, but I feel like they just were like, oh shit, we have the nightmare critters and we built them up. What do we do, guys? Yeah, let's just throw them in there. Let's just throw them in there. They're not really lore significance, really. There's not a lot lore to them, to be honest. Really? Yeah, they'll be fine. But what about the fans? The fans, they won't care. It's okay. I think the fans will accept it. I think the fans could give us a pass. And I'm like, I agree to disagree, but whatever, pop off, you know what I mean? Oh my god. Can I actually do the impossible with this? Hold on. Oh, fuck! Ooh. Ooh! Ooh! At the last second! Yo! At the last second. Ooh. That was cool. That was an achievement for me. That was an achievement for me. For me, personally. I'll give you, let's see, even their head of creativity had left. I'll give you a link of that video about how Mob Entertainment is falling apart. Ouch! That hurts. Sorry. Sorry, guys. RIP headphone users, but ouch. I don't know about them falling apart. I'd hope they're not, really, but like from what it sounds like, maybe, I don't know. Okay, so the next one is 1983. I am not gonna do well with it, but okay, we'll go with it. We'll do it because it's the not the meme, but we'll do it because hey. Send the link. Yeah, you can send it. You can send it. Yeah, that's fine. You can send it. That's okay. I'm fine with you sending it. Sending it in here. That's okay. Go for it. This is not going to go well, but we will try our efforts at least. I'll try my best with this one a little bit. We'll see what we do. I feel like well, let me not, set myself too high or set myself too low, so. Actually, I'm deciding if maybe we should do one more after this, or if this should be it. know you guys are coming. I'm waiting for your silhouettes to show up. What happens when the bite of 83 didn't take place? Ooh! We would have had a success. We probably would have had a successful, you know, pizzeria and diner, and family franchise perhaps. And William Afton would probably still be killing kids, maybe. Well, he'd still be killing kids anyways, but I don't know. Maybe it'd be a successful franchise. Because if I remember correctly, 83 was when the spring locks snapped on the crying child, aka David. Hold on, me. Ooh, okay. That's what I think maybe would happen, is that we'd have a successful franchise, maybe, or William would still be, you know, just doing his thing. I have no idea. I thought they changed it to Dave. I don't know. I know some people believe Evan, some people believe Dave. I think it doesn't matter to me. I'm not gonna argue and be like, well, it's David because of this. Like, no. I mean, I feel like, and I don't have, I don't have my own soapbox to really say anything about it, but, what is it? Hold on. 1983. Oh, I hear Freddy in the background. That's interesting. But yeah, I'm not one to argue, and I don't have my own soapbox to be like, oh, these are my theories, you know. I think, a lot of people have their theories and think one thing and think another thing, and I think that's fine, honestly. Sometimes that kind of makes things a little bit more difficult to kind of comprehend, like, which is which, like, oh, what's the actual story here? But I guess it's all about interpretation and what we all kind of think in our own minds a little bit. But I'm not too sure anymore. Sometimes there's certain things that I'm like, okay, I'm certain about, but then there's other things I'm like, I still don't know, because I'm still, like, fresh in this a little bit. I've gotten into Five Nights at Freddy's for 3 years now, and I'm still like, it seems like there's always one thing after another I'm learning about. There's always something that's the mindset. Let's put it in that way. That's my mindset sometimes, is I'm always learning something new every day. I'm learning something new every day with this franchise. Is that, oh, look, now there's this here, and I'm like, oh, I was like, okay. Like, for example, someone made a video about how, what if Andrew is the vengeful spirit in Monty? And I'm like, oh, in Monty Gator? I guess so. I thought it was the Mimic. And then you have other people that are like, oh, there's this Stitch Wraith, and then, no, there's Cassidy, that's the Golden Freddy, and then, no, it's Jake and Andrew, and then it's all this other stuff, and I'm like, huh, like, there's books, there's the games, there's, the movie, it's all got its own thing. I don't know. I think for some time, I thought that the kid's name was Evan, but then new evidence kind of like shined a light, and I was like, huh, it's like maybe it is David. And I feel like I really feel like with Secret of the Mimic, I'm waiting. There he is. Anyways, I feel like with Secret of the Mimic, it kind of, I still don't want to say a lot. I know it's been out for a couple months now, or more than a couple months, but I still don't want to say. With Secret of the Mimic, it definitely adds a different layer to it, because it's like, maybe it is David. Like, maybe the crying child is David. Like, that would be an interesting take, especially from what we've learned from that game and what that game also provides us. So, I think it could be David. I just feel like it would be because of that. It just feels kind of if you go in a certain direction with one of the endings, I feel like it would make sense in a way. And who knows? I don't know if I'll ever get to play Secret of the Mimic on here, but still, I don't want to, spoil it for certain people and for some people, because hey, there is someone here that I would like for them to play Secret of the Mimic at some point, because they have a PS5 and it's available for PS5. Wait, the title is Fun Time at Freddy's. Yeah, like fun. Yeah, I put that fun. Yeah, why? Why? Do you think like the actual fun times? No, I titled that on purpose. I titled it that way on purpose. To play on it. I did that on purpose. Yeah, but who also in that game, without giving it away and without saying too much, who also was called David in that game? Who also was sort of quote unquote David? So just putting that out there. And what did you send me? I don't even remember when I even said let me be clear. I don't even remember when I said that. But okay. That is pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I don't even remember when I said it, but that's good. I like that. That made me chuckle. That gave me a haha. Maybe we'll do... Ooh, okay, I want to do one more. Unless you guys have another option or another idea, I want to do one more. I think we'll do one more after this, I think. We'll see. We'll see what happens, guys. But, this might not be good. That's okay. My God. At that point, I like, that's just suicide, but alright. Before we go forward with this next one, anyone else have any other options they want to see after Batty's comment? If not, that will be the last one we do for the day, I think. And then, let me know, guys, what do you guys want to see after this? I'm gonna have lunch, probably, or take a little break, do some things, and then let me know in the chat or in the comments of this video, what should we play next after this? Are we gonna do Bendy? We do Ghostbusters? We're gonna do Security Breach? Are we gonna do maybe Dreamlight Valley? Are we gonna do mystery option number 5, which could be maybe, hey, suggest to me a different game we can play, and maybe I'll, maybe I'll buy it. Maybe I won't. Maybe we'll see. I'll put it on hold. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know, guys. Let me know in the chat. Everyone speak now, forever hold your peace on the 2020. Starting to kind of get a video going a little bit. I'm hoping that at least I can get one more video in for this month, because Adobe Premiere Rush and my whole editing situation has been just weird, but hopefully I can maybe get something going. boy! Alright, since no one has spoken about if they want to see anything else after the 420s, then that will be the last one, even though I'm going to literally die within within a minute. But let's do it. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, I can't do... What? What? Oh, that's wild. I can't do 1987? Oh, that was... Whoa, buddy. That was interesting to me. Holy shit, I didn't expect that. Yo, I did not expect that at all. No one warned me about that? No one warned me about that? I did not expect that. I was thinking to myself, oh, 87, that would be a nice reference, and all of a sudden, fucking Golden Freddy just came at me. Like, whoa, my guy. That was crazy. What just happened? Damn. Alright, well this is the last one since I fucking sure. I ain't trusting no one in this one, that's for sure. Because I know that everyone's gonna be on top of their game, but I'm gonna be dead, so that's fine. We're gonna go out in flames, so that's fine. Oh my god, Freddy's already... Oh, I already hear him. Oh my god. I don't trust these doors. That was... Wow. Wow. That's interesting. So, okay, that was Golden Freddy in the one jump scare. Or maybe that was just Freddy. I don't know. That didn't look like Freddy, though. That's interesting. Hey, Stinky. Hey! Come here. Psst. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Do this together, okay? We're gonna take this like a champ. We're gonna do this together, okay, Milo? We're gonna take it like a champ. Ready? Ready? Hmm? Ready? Hmm? Ready, Freddy? We're gonna sit here and probably wind up dying, but that's okay. That was interesting. That was really interesting. Oh, you're actually gonna sit here. Okay, cool. Cool. Hi, Chica. Yeah, that's just my thought process a little bit with it. But yeah. God, yeah, I am not, yeah, I'm not making it. It's not happening, guys. Jesus Christ. I mean, we gave it a shot, but I will give you guys, whoa, okay. I'll give you guys a couple more minutes after this, and we'll, like, you know, if you got any questions or any suggestions. Like I said, we got Bendy, we got Security Breach, we got... Dude, you're spazzing like crazy. What's up, man? Got Bendy, Security Breach, Ghostbusters, maybe Dream Night Valley if you want to see some stuff, because I don't know if maybe if there's stuff. If people want Epic Mickey, maybe I'll try Epic Mickey, but I don't know if it'll work. We can try. Or if there's like, hey, try this game that's spooky related, then sure. You know, whatever you guys suggest and whatever gets the most votes, that's all that is, you know. I need, you know, a certain amount of votes or a lot of votes on one specific thing, and then boom, that'll be popular demand. That was nice. I want to see something. I want to try something again. I'm curious. Alright, let's see. I want to try something again. So, just in case, people, I would either cover your ears or close your eyes or both, but I want to see something real quick. I'm curious about something now. Let me see something. No, it wasn't 19. It was 1. 9. 8. 3. Just in case, guys. Just in case. Cover your ears or close your eyes or do both. Just in case. Oh, wait, no, I didn't want that. I wanted 7. Hold on, I wanted 7. That's it. Not 3. 7. Leave. 7. That's what I want. 7. Not 3. 7. Okay. Now you guys do it. Now, real quick, do it. Just in case. Now do it just in case. So, 1987. I want to see something. Okay. That's interesting to me. That's interesting. Oh, excuse me. That's so interesting. I love that it's not even an option to do. Huh. Maybe 87 was Cassidy. Maybe 1987 was Cassidy. Cause it's like as if that's like a reminder of Golden Freddy. But then I don't know, because the thing is that the bite of 83 happened with Michael and his friends. Michael was Foxy Bro, we had Bonnie Bro, Fred Bro, and Chica Bro. And they all stuffed the crying child, Michael's brother, into the Fredbear animatronic. Technically Golden Freddy. So, but supposedly with 1987, the bite of 87 was done by Mangle. But why would 87 have significance to Cassidy or Golden Freddy? No worries, Breaking Beast. Go enjoy your shower, and then if you want, leave a comment on what you want to see. Ghostbusters, Security Breach, Bendy, Dreamlight Valley, and maybe a different option, or maybe even Epic Mickey. And I need to see, you know, more than one vote on that thing. Because maybe, hey, if you guys want to see Little Nightmares, maybe I'll look for it and maybe buy one of them. But I don't think it's... I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens, guys. I don't know. There's other options that are like, hey, maybe try this game. Because I know Vegeta suggested Dead by Daylight. I know there's other games like that. So, yeah. But yeah, guys, feel free to leave any more questions. I will give you guys 4 more minutes, and then we are going to wrap up, I think, for the rest of the day. Well, not rest of the day. The morning. And I'll come back around, like, maybe 1 o'clock. Maybe 2. We'll play something else. We'll see what happens, guys. We'll see. But... yeah, let me know. That's interesting. That's interesting. So 1 vote for Epic Mickey, 1 vote for Ghostbusters. Okay, that's fine. So, if you guys vote for those, then I need to see more of those votes. If you guys suggest other options, then I will, you know, I'll figure it out. But you guys leave those suggestions in the chat, in the comments of this video once this becomes a video. I'd appreciate that very, very much. So interesting to me. What would... interesting. interesting. Very interesting. So feel free to leave whatever you guys would like. Give you guys 4 more minutes. Be even a Halloween event that might be happening with a certain game. That's why I keep suggesting Dreamlight Valley, because I know they have stuff and they do things. So I don't know if they are doing anything this year, but I know they do stuff around this time, and I know they do also Christmas theme sort of stuff. So yeah. I'm giving you guys whatchamacallit. See if you guys want to whatchamacallit. Have any questions, any suggestions before I'm done. And then like in 2 minutes we'll be wrapping up. So like around literally like in a minute or 2 we'll be literally done. But I just want to see if there's anything else you guys have before we are out of here. Also, well, no. Also, Mage, I guess I was gonna message you about this, but I can make this just sweet, short, simple. That thing I was saying about the other time, nothing happened. Nothing happened, so, you know, no harm, no foul. Anywho, but yeah, I think that is going to do it. Like I said, guys, if you, well, actually, no, there's still another minute. Never mind. But like I said, people, we have Friday morning, Saturday morning, Tuesday, both morning and afternoon, Thursday, and then that'll be it for streams in terms of spooky stuff. And then technically I have Saturday morning, but that's when we can, you know, do Ace Attorney, we can do all the other cool stuff and other things again, and maybe some surprises along the way. You never know. We'll see what happens, guys. You'll be surprised what I have in store. Well, I'd like to think you guys will be. You'll be surprised at what I have in store. I like to think that. I like to think so. But anyways, people, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you like this video, please smash the like button. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. subscribe to Oscars every day for every week. Make sure you ring that bell to new videos every day for every week. Share the video, family, friends, all the good stuff and more. Leave suggestions down in the comments. You name it, I'll get to it as best as possible. For any of you that did tune in during the live streams and I saw, you know, someone make a little comment, if you guys make comments, you just said hi, whatever it was. Basically, hey, I see, the only way I can basically say that this person was here and determine that this person was here just by seeing your comments. I can't see the little people. Like, I can't see, like, let's say there's 20, let's say, little peoples on the little corner there. I can only see, let's say, 7 of them because, hey, only 7 of you left stuff in the chat. So that's the only way I can see it because that's how YouTube works, I guess. I don't know. But Breaking Beast was here. There was someone named Colonia, I'm guessing. Yeah. Someone named Jim. If I remember correctly, we had Batty, Mage 1 was here, Breaking Beast was here, Tom was here, TF2 was here, Hammer Smith was also here, and I think that was everyone. If I don't want to feel like I'm leaving out people, I think that was it. I think that might have been everyone. But yeah, like I said, once November 1st hits, we're gonna go back to regular things. So if you guys have suggestion on games, maybe movies we can maybe talk about, I'd like to maybe see if we can maybe do some more videos. I'm hoping I can do more. There is one specific video that even if I can't get through all your guys' requests for this October, I will save them for next year. And if we can't get to all of them this month or this year, what I'd like to do is there's one specific video I am currently working on right now that I would want to at least get out for this year, and hopefully I can. If not, then I can always, you know, perhaps do something about it, like say next year. I know, like, it works either way for me, but I don't know. I want to try and get a video in because I feel like I've had not a lot of videos because of my whole situation of, like, Adobe Rush wasn't working, and then next you know, I had to, like, take care of something with my card, and take care of something with my phone, and stuff like that, and all these other things I had to, like, I don't know, it was weird. I had to pay off something, but I had to, like, I couldn't at the time, so I had to wait, and then I paid it off, and then I was able to access my things, and I was able to try and, like, find a different editing software, and going from this editing software and this editing software was just, I don't know, it didn't really work for me, and I didn't really like how they were, like, they didn't really, like, don't get me wrong, they worked fine, and don't get me wrong, they're good, like, editing softwares, like KineMaster and iMovie and all this other stuff are good editing softwares, but it's not, like, what I'm looking for, and plus, if there's certain limitations they have, that I'm like, hey, why can't I do this? So, I'm trying to use Premiere Pro, see what happens, even though that was the one that was very laggy and buggy, but hopefully I can maybe, you know, power through it, try and see what I can get out of it, whether it be shorts, videos, clips, whatever it is. Hopefully I can get some use out of it, because I'd like to start getting videos again, and slowly start pumping them out for next month, and start going, like, getting back on track with doing videos. So hopefully I can start doing that. But hey, I know there weren't a lot this month, but I'd like to at least have one for this month, so that'd be great. But I think you guys, I'm trying to think, once this turns into a video, I'll have annotations of, like, my playlist for my annual Halloween, so if you guys want to go find all those reviews I've done over the years from my older channel to now, I'll have that. I don't know if I'll have a playlist for Five Nights at Freddy's. Maybe I will. I'll have the last two episodes we did, and then, yeah, whatever else. But yeah, like I said, guys, I need some more suggestions and more votes in the comments of this video if you want to see, let's say, Security Breach, or Bendy, or Ghostbusters, or Dreamlight Valley, or maybe Epic Mickey, or even something else. There's 6 options for you guys to pick from. Pick one of those and leave it in the comments, and I will look at it and maybe take a look at it perhaps for the rest of this month or whatever else. So anyways, people, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all